Hi, I'm Marie Klesch and I work for Batchelor Press and the Centre for Australian Languages and Linguistics. I've been with Batchelor a long time now and have worked in education, IT, endangered languages and publishing. CALL is the Centre for Australian Languages and Linguistics. We offer a wide range of services, so our mission is to support Aboriginal languages, to support people in remote and difficult contexts, to help people revive their languages if they're still speaking their languages, to maintain their languages, and to support people in getting a public voice so that their languages are out there. People know about each language group, their language, their culture, their country, and all the things that are unique to each Aboriginal language group. CALL operates across Australia and it engages on request. So we work with people that come to us and ask them to either help them get a language centre established and working, or maybe they just want some publications, maybe they want some support in how to study to become teachers to manage their own projects. At the moment we're working with the Mowanjum community just about 15 k's outside of Derby, and they have 3 language groups there, Wurrura, Ngurranyin and Wunibal. We also have a major project for many years now with Wadair, and we're working with 7 languages there. Mainly we focus on the Murri languages because they're not well documented. And in Central Australia, Margaret Carew is working with the Arundic group and the Arundic languages in Central Australia, and also with Maningrida. CALL also manages, on behalf of all the language centres in the Northern Territory and WA, an alliance group called Western and Northern Aboriginal Language Association. It's an advocacy group that lobbies to the government. On behalf of all the language centres, we work together to make sure that there is equity across the country in language funding and delivery and support of languages. It's a very strong and powerful group. The CALL collection is a very unique collection of Aboriginal language resources, including audio, video, old reel-to-reel tapes, and print materials, Super VHS, you name it, we've got it. But it's very unique because, unlike other collections in Australia, it has been contributed to for 40 years by the students of Batchelor Institute. So students that were studying at the Centre of Languages and Linguistics, as they produced resources to teach their own language or did research on their own language revival, they have contributed and deposited to CALL, to the collection. Community groups have also deposited. So in communities there are literature production centres, and they've also given and deposited resources with CALL. It's a very unique collection, one of its kind in Australia. The Institute has invested a significant amount of money ensuring that our archives are in #1 condition and have the #1 resources that they need to digitise that whole collection. The Institute has also invested a very significant amount of money in intellectual property and copyright for Indigenous knowledge, in working with Terry Jenke, who's a foremost Aboriginal lawyer in Australia on ICIP, to make sure that all the protocols are in place and that we not just follow the laws of the Australian and international laws in relation to copyright and intellectual property, but we also follow the laws of each Aboriginal community as requested. Community-based engagement started the Centre for Australian Languages and Linguistics. It started the CALL collection in the archive, and it drives everything we do. So it is the communities that come to us and decide what they want to do and how they want to do it. Elders working with young people, the elders being the directors, if you like, getting young people on board to take on the IT. But it is from the community. We don't do anything that isn't initiated by the community. CALL has a large range of partners, the most important of which are our communities and the communities that work with us and that we work for. We also have partnerships with a number of universities across Australia, Melbourne University, Sydney University, ANU, and they help support us with their expertise in documentation and language and linguistic work. And of course then we also have partners now with art centres, because arts and language really marry very nicely together. People are using their language more in their arts, be it performing, visual or creative arts. Bachelor Press was established again because the community asked us for a keeping house. One of the larger communities in the top end said that when they go to the library, they see books from everywhere else, but they wanted their books to be in the library. And they wanted Australia and the wider community to know that their languages are important and to know about them and their culture and their country. So we established Bachelor Press with the support of the Bachelor Institute Board as a keeping house, a just-in-time press. And that's its main job, to support endangered languages. It does also support the Institute in research publications. And there are other communities out there that might be able to make a publication, publications being print or electronic or other digital formats, but you know, there's no money in Aboriginal languages, so larger presses won't take them on. So Bachelor Press is a keeping house and helps to distribute their resources for them.